Well, this tour, let me get this right now, it's called 10 Years Out of the Doghouse, because it was 10 years ago at the end of this New Year's, where I got to go on the Jules Holland show. And contrary to popular belief, the day before I went on that Jules Holland show, I didn't have a job, and I couldn't even play over at my next door neighbor's house. And my son, he made me a website, because I had made this little record in my kitchen on a 4-track tape recorder. And so I was going to try to get some gigs somewhere and sell this record at the gigs. So he made me a website. And it was real cute. It had well, not cute, but it had a picture of me playing my guitar. There's a pencil, and then he put it on a piece of string and spun it around in circles. And that was my website. And that week it had 75 visits. And I'm pretty positive that 65 were me. And then probably the other 10 were my son working on it, probably, I guess. And then I went on the Jules Holland show. Hootenanny, yeah. And the next week there was 1,750,000 visits to the website. And I swear I was thinking, man, I hope, it was amazing. The phone started ringing, and all of a sudden the Glastonbury Festival called. This festival called me on not me, they called me through my buddy Joe over there in England, said, we want Steve to come play at Glastonbury. And I said, Joe called me up and he goes, they want you to play at a festival. And I go, I don't go to festivals. And he goes, I never even heard of Glastonbury, I would think. But he goes, oh yeah, I heard of it. But he goes, why don't you go to festivals, Steve? And I go, well, I've been to one before. And he goes, when? And I go, 1969. And it wasn't a very good festival. And so he goes, man, they've changed a little bit since then. So then I went to the Glastonbury thing, and to me, the most amazing thing was possible, that I'd get to play till the end of the year. I mean, and they were saying, then they were saying that I was sort of a gimmick, it was like, we just played a 3-string guitar, that won't last too long. And I agreed with them. Yes, it probably won't last very long. And then we got to the end of the year, and then they asked me to be on the Hootenanny again. And then it just kept slowly just going and 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 going. And now it's 10 years, and shit fire, I got the most amazing job. Thank you so much.
Just where I belong. That's the way that I roll.
I don't do this anymore. I don't tell the long story no more. Maybe I won't tell it to you guys tonight. I haven't done it for like a couple of years. Put this in your pipe and smoke it. My mom and daddy broke up when I was 4 years old. Then she went and got herself a boyfriend. Now this boyfriend was, actually I'm going to tell you his name too. His name was Chuck, or Charles. He was real nice for a while there while he was being her boyfriend. Like, oh, what handsome children you have. They're so well behaved. We weren't well behaved, but whatever. And then they got married. So then he was our stepdaddy. Now he had gone off to Korea, which was a little war back in 1951, around then, where he was a cook. So when he come back from Korea, he was bad to the bone after being a cook. He was so bad that he started beating up on me and my little brother. They used to have these belts. They sharpened a razor on at the barber shop. I don't know if they have them anymore. I haven't been to a barber here. They had them, so he hung one of them belts above my bed and one above my brother's bed, because when he would hit us, he wouldn't want to hurt his hands. One day, I'm getting ahead of myself here. So when he come back from Korea, as a little present, he brought home this pretty little chrome-plated pearl handle 45 automatic, which he kept down in his underwear drawer. 1, 2, 3 drawers down. And like all patriotic Americans, young boys, we all know where the loaded guns is. So one day he went to work, and I decided to go into his bedroom. Well, he went to work every day, but this day I went into his bedroom, open up 1, 2, 3, 4 drawers down, pull out the chrome-plated 45. You know, our guns are always loaded. We don't mess around. Sit on the edge of the bed and go like this. I waited for him to come home from work so I could put one in his punk ass ear. I was 13. And then I had me a revelation. Put your hands up, your right hand. Everybody put your hands up. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Put them back down. Because my revelation probably wasn't Jesus. Because my revelation said, Steve, you dumb shit! That was my first clue that maybe it weren't Jesus. You shoot that you're going to go to jail for the rest of your life. That was my second clue. So why don't you just pack your little bag and leave? Oh, what a good idea. So I left home for my 14th birthday. Figured I'd do it better on my own. Then followed a number of years of kind of bumming around, living hand and mouth. Sometimes getting locked up. Sometimes going cold. School education. I always pick on the guitar. Put the hat out for spare change. I swear to God, I'm one of the best buskers that ever walked earth. Because if you ain't a good busker, you don't eat. That's how you learn how to play for people. Go out in the street and busk. you look at your shoes or kind of gaze at yourself or something like that, you don't get a whole lot of money. Anyway, always pick on a guitar, put the hat out for the spare change. Hallelujah.